Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. We are Group 3, and today we will be presenting on a very important human resource issue, which is payment system and working hours. This topic is one of the most crucial areas in human resource because it directly influences how employees feel about their jobs, how productive they are, and how well organizations comply with labor laws. Pay is not just about money, it represents fairness, recognition, and security for employees. If the payment system is managed well, it can motivate employees and increase their loyalty. But if it is unfair or inconsistent, it can easily cause dissatisfaction, low morale, and even high turnover. Similarly, working hours play a big role in employee well-being. Too many hours can cause stress and burnout, while too few may affect income and productivity. That is why human resource professionals must balance business needs with employees' rights and work-life balance. In 2024, this issue has become even more relevant due to several factors, which is the increase in minimum wage in Malaysia, rising cost of living, and also the trend towards flexible working arrangements such as remote work and hybrid schedule. All of these changes force organizations to rethink how they design fair payment system and reasonable working hours. With that, we will now continue our presentation by exploring in more detail how payment systems work, how working hours are regulated, and why both are critical for every organization.
I will continue by defining the issue of payment system and working hours. Payment system refer to the different method used by organization to compensate employees. This can include monthly salaries, hourly wages, commission for sales, business, or even performance-based pay system. Each method can affect how motivated employees feel and how fairly they think they are being treated. On the other hand, working hours cover the duration and scheduling of work. This includes normal working hours, overtime, shift duties, and flexible arrangements such as working from home or compressed work weeks. In Malaysia, the Employment Act 1955 is the main guideline. It sets the maximum working hours at 45 hours per week and requires that any overtime must be compensated fairly. This shows how important it is to manage both pay and working time in a proper and a legal way. To ensure fairness in payment and working hours, companies can apply several solutions. First, they should introduce transparent pay structures. This means employees can clearly see how their salary, allowance, and bonus are calculated, which help build trust and avoid disputes. Second, organizations must ensure strict compliance in the Employment Act 1955. This includes respecting the 45-hour work week limit and paying overtime correctly. By following the law, companies not only protect employees but also avoid legal problems. Finally, companies can adopt fair performance links incentives such as bonus, profit sharing, or recognition program. This reward employees who perform well while at the same time boosting motivation and productivity. With this solution, both employees and employers can benefit from a fair and sustainable workplace.
Hello, my name is Nur Farain. Matrix number 2024432972. So today we are seeing major shift in how people work. One of the biggest trends is the rise of performance-based pay and flexible working hours. This is largely driven by rapid technological advancement and changes in global work culture. But at the same time, challenges remain. According to the Ministry of Human Resources Malaysia, complaints about unpaid overtime and excessive working hours went up by 15% in 2023. This shows that while flexibility is increasing, issues of fairness and workload still need to be addressed. Globally, some companies are already experimenting with 4-day work week. The goal is to improve work-life balance and create healthier, more sustainable working environment. This trend highlight how the future of work is constantly evolving, balancing productivity, fairness, and employee well-being.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hani Naziha.
Now let's look at the positive impacts of fair payment system and reasonable working hours. For employees, fair pay gives them financial stability and peace of mind. When workers know they are being compensated fairly for their effort, they feel motivated to perform better. Reasonable working hours also help reduce stress and allow employees to balance their personal and professional life. This improves their overall well-being and job satisfaction. For organizations, these benefits are equally important. When employees are happy and motivated, productivity naturally increases. Companies also face lower turnover, which means they save costs on recruiting and training new staff. At the same time, treating employees fairly builds a strong employer brand, making it easier to attract top talent in the future. One example comes from Microsoft Japan. When they introduced a 4-day work week, employee productivity went up by 40%. This shows how fair systems don't just benefit workers, but also help companies achieve better performance.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Sahri from BA270. We'll proceed our presentation about the negative impacts of unfair payment system. First and foremost, when employees are unpaid or forced to work long hours, it often leads to burnout. This is not just tiredness, but serious exhaustion that affect mental health, creating stress, anxiety, and low job satisfaction. Overtime is one of the examples that will harm both personal well-being and workplace morale. Secondly, unfair treatment also causes high turnover. Employees who feel undervalued will leave for better opportunities and creating instability. For companies, this means higher recruitment and training costs, along with lower productivity as new staff need time to adapt. Legal issues are another risk. Organizations that ignore labor laws may face lawsuit, penalties, and reputational damage. For the example, in 2022, several Malaysian factories were fined for forcing employees to work excessive hours without proper overtime pay. This case shows how unfair systems not only exploit workers but also harm business credibility. In short, unfair pay and long hours damage employees' health, reduce productivity, and increase legal risk. Ensuring a fair system is therefore not only ethical but also essential for sustainable success.
For solution, one effective approach is using workforce scheduling software. This kind of system makes it easier to track working hours, plan shifts, and reduce cases of overtime abuse. It ensures that employees' time is managed fairly while keeping productivity on track. Another solution is to encourage the flexible work arrangements. This could include remote work or even compressed work weeks, like a 4-day schedule. This arrangement gives employees more control over their time, improve work-life balance, and in the long run, support higher job satisfaction and better performance.
To conclude, fair payment system and reasonable working hours bring benefits to everyone involved. Employees feel valued, motivated, and secure when they are treated fairly. At the same time, organizations enjoy higher productivity, lower turnover, and a stronger reputation as good employers. Most importantly, fair systems are not just about short-term gain. They create the foundation for sustainable growth because a company cannot succeed in the long run without satisfied and healthy employees. That's all from me. Thank you.